I'm going to talk to you about the difference between a regular calculator on the left and an RPN calculator on the right. RPN stands for reverse Polish notation. It's sometimes also called postfix. It operates on a stack principle, and the stack uses LIFO, which stands for last in, first out, which is the same as FILO, first in, last out. So what this means is if I enter 3, 5, and 7, 7 is now on the bottom of the stack, and 3 is at the top. Numbers in the stack act from bottom to top. So if I was to multiply, it would multiply 7, which is the bottom of the stack, times 5, which is the middle of the stack. If I was to tell it to add 35 and 3, it would spit out 38. As an example, let's plug into the calculator 3 minus 5 times 7. Adding parentheses, it turns into 3 minus 5 times 7, parentheses here. So let's plug this into the calculator, and we get 3 minus parentheses 5 times 7, close parentheses, equals negative 32. Now doing it on an RPN calculator is much the same. You don't really save any time. 3, enter, 5, enter, 7 times minus negative 32. RPN stack allows you to avoid using parentheses altogether, and it makes equations like this much easier to do. Now, this is what you may see in a math book one day. It's kind of disastrous. And now I'm going to put in the implicit parentheses, which we're going to need in order to plug it into our regular calculator. I've added in the implicit parentheses in orange, and as you can see, there's now a lot of parentheses in this equation. So I'm going to try to add it in to my calculator. Parenthesis, 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 17 plus 45, close parentheses, squared, minus parentheses 18 times 67, close parentheses, squared, close parentheses. Now I'll try to do this middle section. You have parenthesis, parenthesis, 14 minus parenthesis, parenthesis, 5 divided by 2, close parentheses, times parentheses, 17 divided by 7, close parentheses, close parentheses, close parentheses, divided by negative 12, close parentheses. So that's what the bottom part equals. I don't know about everyone else, but that was so many parentheses, I had trouble keeping track. Honestly, I think my soul died a little bit on the inside. So here's the advantage of RPN calculators. You do not have to use any parentheses when putting numbers into an RPN calculator. You just have to know the order of operations. So, using order of operations, 17 enter, 45 plus, squared. 18 enter, 67 times, squared, minus. That's the top value. Now the middle value. 14 enter, 5 enter, 2 divide, 17 enter, 7 divide, times, minus, 12 negative divide. Now that's the bottom half chunk, this whole thing, and now we hit divide again, and that's your answer. Much quicker than doing it traditionally.